If your ads are not bringing in enough bookings, it's not because there isn't enough people that are interested in your area. It truly comes down to a few things. And number one would be your video is not stopping people. It's not generating interest. It is not appealing enough. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do just that and how to do it well. Facebook will literally report back to me that my ads are performing 70% better than other permanent makeup ads out there, which is absolutely astounding. So in this video, I'm going to break down the anatomy and the crucial pieces that you need when you're running an ad and what exactly to do. You need to have the basics, the understanding of what actually causes someone to see your ad, stop, inquire, give you their information. And this is exactly how I do it and how I've been doing it successfully for the past 11 months. I'm Isabel. I am a 6-figure permanent makeup artist. I work 3 days a week, have a great life, and I am the founder of the Permanent Profits in-house marketing solution. This is the only thing that has kept me in the industry, that has kept me going, that has worked for me. I worked with agencies, I tried posting, I did all the things, and nothing, I mean absolutely nothing, was going to keep me alive as an artist until this. But let's jump in here a little bit more in depth into our ads. So an ad is called a creative, and a creative is the video or photo that people see when they're scrolling on their feed. This is a very important part of your entire, what we call, campaign, because this is where interest is generated and converted to a inquiry. This is where artists are already going wrong because they're posting a before and after, or they're simply boosting a post from their profile. There's no rhyme or reason why they do it. They just hope and pray that this post of theirs gets seen and strums up some business. And that is the worst strategy I have possibly ever heard, besides just posting on Instagram and hoping people book. Boosting a post will get eyes on you, but it does not always hit the right people, and it does not allow you to talk to people outside of Facebook. So sending Facebook messages or Instagram DMs is the only area where you're able to talk to your leads, chat with people, follow up, and truly there are much better ways today to run a successful ad. You also want your ad to start with a problem that your buyers are having. So you're not just starting with selling the solution, like powder brows are for enhancing your natural brow. Rather say something like, are you dealing with thin or sparse brows? Right? Are you filling your brows in every morning and you don't have time, or they don't turn out well? Are you still stressing about getting your brows done in the morning? Like, these are the things that capture attention because these are what our actual brow clients are dealing with. The next thing you want to say in your ad is going to be introducing your solution. So are you dealing with thin or sparse brows? Permanent makeup brows are your solution for everyday wear that looks perfect and soft and lasts for 1 to 3 years. This makes it about them and not about you. Now let's talk about the key elements here, because you can record an ad, but it can still look low quality, not as professional as you want it to. Remember that we are in luxury aesthetics, so you want everything to look good and to also frame you as a premium artist. So your lighting, it needs to be soft, it needs to be clean. You don't want grainy clips. You don't want audio that is not clear. This is a luxury service, so we want to position ourselves that way, and we want other people to perceive our business as that as well. If your video is looking cheap, your service is going to look cheap to them. This is easily one of the biggest things that artists can implement, because I see so much content that just could be taken better if they had given it a few more minutes, or better lighting, or just a better camera, or a cleaner background. And it's very simple too. You need a ring light, you need a phone, an organized space. Just look at your background, be mindful of your surroundings, just be mindful of what your clients look like in photos or videos that you're going to use, as well as yourself. So you want to obviously, Maybe just brush the hair, do the hair, put on some makeup, present yourself as that professional. I always like to put on like a very professional outfit when I'm recording my ads. I like to be in my space because it looks very luxurious. So you don't have to have all of those things to make an ad like this, but if you just are mindful and pick out a certain space to do it, I will attach a video that has worked well for me that doesn't even include me in the background. It's just kind of a video in the background and me on top. So there are many ways to keep your video looking very sharp and very professional. And remember that you're selling the feeling of having brows. You're not selling brows. Remember, we're not selling the mapping process and the application and the healing process. We're selling feeling confident every single day. Like, do you want to wake up and not have a worry about how your brows look? Do you want to go swimming and not have to worry about your brows coming off? Like, this will change how you see yourself in the mirror every day. Like, we want to sell that transformation because we know that it truly exists and it changes our client's life. So that's what we want them to consider when investing in our service. You also might want to consider what sort of people you're using in your ad. If my clientele and my ads are attracting mostly women who are like 40 through 60, but all of my ads are like 18-year-old girls looking absolutely flawless and perfect, this might not relate to my audience. So when I personally run ads, given that my clients are anywhere from 30 to 70, I'm making sure that I have a wide variety of faces, of skin types, of complexion. Everything that I incorporate is very strategic and meaningful because it helps that person relate rather than looking at the ad and saying, that doesn't look like me, I can't relate to that, maybe it's not a good fit for me. Trust me, these things do come into play. It's not me just suggesting what I think is best. I have tested all of these ideas, thoughts, and ads extensively, so this is what I'm bringing you. This is the information that I have as feedback for you. And now you might be wondering, so what type of ads, what format? Like, that's great that we're speaking to them and then presenting our solution, but like, is this just us talking on screen? And yes, it could be you just talking to the camera. It can be you with a video in the background playing of your different brow, before and afters, but it has to be a little bit more engaging than a before and after. Some ads that I've run that have performed extremely well are brow reveal videos, and not just you kind of wiping the brow off, but that person like engaging and seeing their brows for the first time. If you have clients that like you tape their reaction, it really pays to take video in your studio because people get emotional, people get excited, people create great content that's very, very personalized and specific to you that you're able to use as content. So best piece of advice, just try to record as much as you can. A mapping and like preview clips. I have a really great ad that just shows me filling in my friend's brow as like a brow preview consultation. They look amazing. It did extremely well. So just like setting up a little pretend brow consult, the camera's in the back of the room and things are a little bit blurry and you're with your friend and you can't even see what's happening until 5 seconds in. These are common little things I just see in people's ads that I'm like, no, it needs to be quick. It needs to capture your attention in the first 3 seconds. Like, things should be happening. You shouldn't be showing like a brow before and after, and for like 7 seconds, it's like scanning her before brow. I've seen this so many times, and people have very short attention spans. You need to capture people. You need to capture attention. It's so very real. And then honestly, what sort of variation I've been sticking with recently is me talking about their brow problem, my solution, my experience, what happens when they come in. I'm selling the consultation in my video, and it's very, very personalized to me, to my studio. So you can have success with really any of these styles, but the ones that I gravitate more to are just the ones that I enjoy doing, and I just have seen, massive amounts of local ladies inquiring and feeling like they've gained a layer of trust with me because they've seen my face, they have seen me talking, they can feel my confidence, and they're interested in finally giving their brows a shot because they've been thinking about it for a while. One final thing that I would definitely recommend including in the beginning of your video is calling out your audience, just meaning like your area. So I'm located in Westchester, so in the beginning of all my ads that either have like a little red pin that says Westchester like as text on my video, or I will physically like say Westchester ladies. So it's a really, really great idea because it's just in those first 3 seconds, they're hearing their location, that it's for ladies, and that status for browse, and automatically they're just interested in listening to what you have to say. Also, when I go about testing my ads, this is, if you don't have any experience with Ads Manager, this might not really resonate with you, but when I go and I test one of my ads and I upload it to Ads Manager, I give it about 1,000 impressions, which means I'm letting about 1,000 people see it before I'm judging if it's a really good ad that I want to continue running. So another huge benefit of using Ads Manager versus Instagram boosting a post is you're able to actually see data collected. You're able to see who's seeing it, who's clicking on it, who's submitting their information. Like, it truly gives you an entire overview, and it tells you how to improve, and it allows you to run tests. A really, really amazing strategy that I've been using for now 11 months is making the same ad but just changing the first 5 seconds. So I open with a new line and I just changed the video that happens in the first 5 seconds, or the clip that happens in the first 5 seconds. But the rest is all the same. It's the same body, it's the same ending, it's the same filler with videos. This just makes people think it's a different video, but it's really not, and it's really, really effective in keeping ads just running long term and doing all the work for you without having to make new ads every week or even every month. So just remember, if you feel like your ads have failed, if you feel like they're just not bringing in enough inquiry and you're not making enough money off of them, it's not because of Meta, it's because you're not doing a good enough job of capturing attention. If your ad doesn't make someone stop, nothing else in the whole process of what happens after that even matters. Now, you've heard me say this quite a few times. If you're a permanent makeup artist, you don't want to guess, you heard everything I just said, and you don't want to implement it all yourself, you just want more of a done with you or done for you solution, book a call with me, because the system that I've created with my business partner over the past 2 years, it's literally taken my life from a struggling artist who nearly quit to having everything and more that I could have dreamed of as a permanent makeup artist. It's so hard in the industry. I totally get that. And I'm now blessed enough to share what I've done in my own business with other artists. I'll be straight up with you. I will tell you if you're a good fit. I would never steer someone the wrong way. I'm an artist. I've been burnt. I totally get it. Book a call. I promise it'll be such a good investment for you. It's pressure free, and I'd love to change your life, seriously. So number 2, if you're a new artist, I have created a free online community for you. You can dive into marketing knowledge, even run your first ad to show you that all this truly works. So join that community if you are new, and good luck. Keep following my videos. I have so many good tips coming for you. So I'll see you in the next video.